Good morning. Today's video finds us leaving Berlin and coming to Munich.
So we're doing that on a train, and this is our first train trip during this trip. And so we've had one plane adventure and the rest have been on a bus. And so train travel is far superior to bus travel.
In
However,
every way,
the bus
except for
is
price.
cheap. In this case,
this one time
the
is an
train
exception.
was cheaper, and you'll see a little bit of the details of that.
Yeah, and then we got to our hotel. I think this might be our 7th accommodations since we've left home, and I believe this is going to be my favorite for the whole trip. It's like Alpine chic meets Heidi dairy farmer girl in an Instagrammer's dream. So we show some of our room, and it's awesome. We're actually in that lobby right now on a ski lift.
That's right.
And so, yeah, and then we got here with tons of dirty laundry. We couldn't find laundry to work in Berlin, so we did our laundry, and we show about that because it's an adventure every time. And then you want to talk about the game?
Yep. So there's a World Cup game, Germany versus Switzerland.
Sweden.
I messed it up again. So it's Germany versus Sweden. Germany is playing Sweden, and so my apologies for messing that up in the video. You'll see some clarification.
He mentioned it's Switzerland, and that was the third
again,
time.
So I don't know what's wrong with
Sweden.
me, but there you go. Germany versus Sweden.
Yeah, and then we finished up with a little dinner at a Turkish restaurant. There's a lot of that in our neighborhood, which is really great, so we took advantage of that for a great meal. So there's not a lot, I don't think there's any commentary or any words, but that's where we are, is at a very authentic Turkish restaurant. We didn't see any tourists there, so that was cool. So stay tuned for today.
Thanks for watching.
Hey, it's Amy and Tim from Go With Less. Today we are taking the train from Berlin to Munich.
So here we are at the station. We just took several local trains to get here. It's about a 4-hour trip to Munich, and we're looking forward to our new train experience here in Germany.
And here's the deal, is we've been taking Flixbus all over the place. This was cheaper and half the time of a Flixbus. So if you are looking to go to Europe, the train isn't always 4 to 10 times more expensive. Sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't.
That's
so
exactly
it pays
right.
to look at your options. Off we go to Munich. Hey, so we are here on the train from Berlin to Munich. The train's going from 170 kilometers an hour up to 200, which is over 100 miles an hour. And on the window I see that it looks like it's going really fast in the video, but just looking out the window, it doesn't seem so crazy. It kind of seems like 65 miles an hour on the highway. It's not though, it's over 100, so we're going to get there in less than 4 hours, which is really cool. Now, Tim and I had wondered we always wonder, is there food sold everywhere? Is it sold on the bus? Is it like, where is food? Like, obviously we're crazy and very hungry, and so
At all times.
And so there is food on the train, and a family just over to the side of us brought back something that like alerted me immediately because it smelled so good. I thought it was a warm chocolate chip cookie with ice cream. It's a warm like European waffle with ice cream, and it smells fabulous. So in our video yesterday, to tie off, we said that we are hidden like frugal travel now, where we hadn't really been so careful. Well, Tim and I are like on a budget every day now, starting now, and I'm wondering, does it have to start now, or can it just start when we get to Munich? So we weren't planning to buy any food on the train. We brought food from the grocery store, but food from the grocery store isn't a hot waffle with ice cream. So let's see if we could get this. I wish that I could put smells on the video. There's Tim. Hello! We are in Munich, and this is a rockin' hotel. So we were really excited to see this one because it looked really cool online, and it is really cool, so we're excited to show that to you. We booked 4 nights at this Munich property with our Chase Ultimate Rewards points, so this is a free stay, and lots of the online reviews talked about how teeny tiny the rooms were, and really talked about that quite a bit. We were curious because if you've seen our second part of our Budapest, you'll see that this is going to be a palace. And so we're like, how much smaller could it be than our Budapest room, which was like half of the size of a normal cruise ship.
The one on the boat, specifically.
Yes, the boat. The boat was teeny. And so, and it wasn't as cool as this. The boat was all about the view. We're going to make sure we put that out there. But anyway, there are a couple Cocoon properties. That's what this is called. It's called the Hotel Cocoon. And there are 3 different Cocoon properties in Munich. All of them have like the world's longest German name, and I'm not even going to try to butcher that, but it's the one that begins with an H. I'll put a link to it in the YouTube notes, and it's the one near the train station. Now what's really cool about that is that sometimes train stations can be kind of like dicey yuck areas. This does not seem to be. So what we really appreciated is that we didn't have to walk very far with our bags. So number one, we're used to like getting on and off multiple subways and buses and trams and all of that when we are leaving a train or the bus station we've been doing. The bus stations tend to seem to be a little bit out of town. So we didn't have that. We were really, really close. And on the way, we passed some really swanky hotels. We passed a Le Méridien, which is a very upscale chain. So we passed that. So we're in a nice-ish area. And I also think that there are going to be a lot of amenities. So our last hotel in Berlin had no laundromats within over a mile from our house, like our hotel, for over almost like a mile and a half. 0 laundromats. That doesn't work for our laundry, and we're not going to spend $20 on the subway to go do our laundry. That's not going to work for frugal people. So okay, so we made do with our laundry, and the laundry here is like a 2-minute walk. Our 2 favorite grocery stores, the Lidl and the Aldi, are like a 2-minute walk, and so I don't see any refrigerator here, so I don't know that we're going to be doing things long term like groceries, but it might be nice to just pop out and get something for breakfast, like pop out for yogurt, and if it's only 2 minutes away, no big whoop. So this hotel reminds us of a place that we stayed at in Tempe, Arizona at the tail end of January of this year. We have a video about it. It's called the Moxie, and it's part of the Marriott properties. There's a version in Denver, and they all are very unique and cool and hip looking. They're like really made for like an Instagram audience. Well, that Denver hotel seems like they ripped it off of this Cocoon hotel because it is way, way, way cool. We're gonna have to show a video of the lobby when we get back to that because that's something I wanna make sure that you guys see because it's super cool. So I think this is gonna be a great home for us for 4 days. Tim's gonna do a pan of the room as he's going. Just a heads up, there looks to be a sauna outside. I think Tim's going to be looking for cute German girls going into the sauna. The Germans, I think, sauna in the nude. So I think Tim might be like, ooh, let's go into the sauna. You're okay? You don't want to go into the sauna? No big deal, I'll go in the sauna. So let's see how the sauna goes.
Potential sauna there. Don't know. Nice collection of cows.
Come on to the bathroom. It's small, but it's designed really nicely. So I'm digging this place.
It also has air conditioning, which is uber nice.
We thought the last place had good air conditioning. The last place did not have good air conditioning. It had air conditioning, but it was kind of hot. We didn't sleep so well. So we're excited for the Cocoon. Hey, so it's 5:30 on Saturday night, and what do crazy wild people do on a Saturday night? They do the laundry. So we're in Munich. We came with a suitcase full of dirty, like grimy
Not
street
grimy.
clothes.
Come on, Amy.
Grimy, dirty, sweaty, city, gross clothes. And so our luggage was filled with it. And so it's kind of a little chilly. I'm in clothes that are not so warm, and because the only outfit I have that's really warm is in the laundry because I've worn it like 4 days. But anyway, you can see that this laundromat is gigantic compared to the other laundromats that we visited. So we've been to one in Budapest, we've been to one in Prague. They had like 2 or 3 machines, like absolutely teeny tiny. Budapest didn't have that, but they only had a few. So this is gigantic, and it's really helpful. So we had to get coins they didn't have change here. You could pay with dollar bills, I guess, euros, but our hotel talked with us about this. It was like a 2-minute walk. They gave us a ton of change. So we came over with our change. We just put our money in on this, hit machine number 7. We already put 50 cents into this guy and got 50 cents euro and got the powder, and off we go to get this happening. We have 2 full loads, full loads, and a bigger load costs twice as much. So Tim, which one? She said it goes in the first.
Yep.
Okay, there we go. 7, start. We're gonna have clean laundry, isn't that great?
Switzerland and Germany are playing in the World Cup. This is a betting hall where people are watching the game. We're in Munich in the train station, and this is a nice vending machine. You can actually buy your beer steins here, so I thought that was cool. Here we are in the Munich train station. There's a lot more people here watching the Germany versus Switzerland game right here in the train station.
So there's our first day in Munich. A couple little tips is we paid €45 for our train ticket total for the two of us. If we booked that ticket yesterday, that would have cost €150 per person. So it would have gone from $22.50 to $150. So we've said it over and over and over again in these videos on all sorts of things. It almost always pays to book early. So this last minute thing is very, very difficult, especially when it comes to transportation. We find that it goes up a lot. So planning, I know that people like to be like kind of go with the flow, but you pay a premium for that. Also, we talked about our budget starts today. So we're trying to get to we're trying to spend no more than $40 on average per day from here on out for things we have yet to pay for. So we have 3 Airbnbs we've already paid for. We have a hotel that's already been paid for. So those have already been paid for. That's in our budget. But as far as discretionary spending, our food and our activities and our transportation, like in a city, that is up to $40 a day. That's not a lot. That includes our laundry has to come in there. There's a variety of things that will need to be in there. So I don't know how this is going to work. We're really going to try big time. Today we came in at just under €35, which was $40.01. So that was like very, very close, and really psyched about that. And that included, we actually had our breakfast and lunch from the grocery store. We went out to that Turkish restaurant for dinner, which wasn't expensive, and laundry was a big chunk of it. So, but if we do any kind of tips and admission fees and things like that, it just adds up, especially with food. So, yeah.
A couple of things to wrap up. So that train ride, the train was going it was 299 kilometers per hour. So that was kind of cool. And
almost 180 miles an hour.
It was super cool. And so when you're on the train, it doesn't even feel like, it just feels like you're driving down the road at 60 miles an hour. So super cool. And then apologies again for the mess up on the game. So just to let you know, we did watch the end of the game in our hotel room, and Germany won that game 2-1. So
huge cheering
Germany
outside.
beat Sweden.
Huge.
Yeah.
Like horns honking, people hooting and hollering. And I mentioned that we were going to show our hotel lobby. It was kind of busy because people were watching the game. So we're going to show that in a video probably tomorrow. So it is a great hotel. So we'd love to show that to you. So stay tuned for this week. And we're going to hit a full day tomorrow in Munich tomorrow. So what we're going to see tomorrow is it's Sunday. And so there's 5 museums in town that each are normally from like €4 to €10 a person. They're €1 tomorrow on Sundays. So that's good to know that, because we normally wouldn't do museums because we don't find such value in that. We mentioned it many videos ago. But for €1, we'll go to like the best one and go check that out. Right. And for €1 each.
Maybe even 2.
Maybe 2. So we have to really love the first one. But yeah, so that's our big thing tomorrow. And then also we're going to meet someone from our Choose FI community, which is a big early retirement community. Yep. So she's traveling in Europe with her family, her young children. So we're going to meet up with her tomorrow. So hopefully we get a minute with her in the video, at least a picture. But it's always nice to meet people in our tribe whenever we're traveling. Thanks for watching. Good night.
Good night.